Hello. Welcome. This is a podcast. This is a podcast called ThirdEyeCyphs. This is a podcast where we talk about, firstly, self-realization. What the heck is self-realization, okay? Self-realization, can we define this on Google? I'm sure we can, but it's probably going to give us some, BS definition. And that's probably not what it is. I mean, it could be similar to what it is. Self-realization is an expression used in Western psychology. Is it Western? Philosophy and spirituality, and in Indian religions. What the heck? They say Western and Indian. It's not even Western and Eastern, it's just Indian specifically. In the Western understanding, it is the fulfillment by oneself of the possibilities of one's character and personality. See, what the heck? What even is that? They don't want you to know what self-realization is. And what it is the realization. So yourself, right? You think you're the self. This self that you embody, this person that you think you are, that self is realizing that what you thought about it is not really true, and that you are actually one with universal consciousness, or the universal divinity. And there really is no difference between you and that reflection, except you're kind of living in this physical existence, and you're not aware that you are the universe itself. It's crazy, guys. It's trippy things. Other topics that we talk about are personal development, spiritual growth, esoteric knowledge, conspiracy theories, law of attraction, manifestation, becoming our greatest versions. Anything and everything spiritual, in and out of this world, and a bunch of other cool stuff to help you realize your truest potential, your truest nature. So, that is what we talk about here on this podcast, and we are up to season 4. Are we almost done with season 4, guys? I don't think so. I mean, we kind of still have half of the season, right? This is season 4, episode 14. Episode 14, guys. So, I would say we're about halfway. We're almost towards the end of the year. Happy 1st of October. I'm recording this the 1st of October. And yeah, it's going. It's been going, guys. The energy has shifted definitely from a few months ago, I can tell. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but if you can't, I'm letting you know now. So, yes, we're almost done with the year. I'm not going to rush it, okay? We still have a couple of months. What do we have? No, we have all of October, November, December. Did I skip a month? No. We have 3 months. We have 3 months to get things done, to finish up what we wanted to complete by the end of this year. And it may feel a little pressure on you guys, but no need to feel pressure. Feel a little pressure, but don't feel that much pressure, okay? You don't need to stress yourself. Time is an illusion, okay? You can finish whenever you want to finish, but we like to set these goals for ourselves. We like to set these limits so that it kind of gives us some push. You know, some of us can't actually do things if we don't have that push. I work very well under pressure. For example, I was in a therapeutic yoga teaching course, and I slacked on it for a while, but I only had 6 months to finish the course. Now, it wasn't going to take me 6 months to finish the course, but it did take me 6 months to finish the course because I kind of did one lesson, 1 hour of lessons every 2 weeks probably. So it took a while, but then when it got down to the last couple of weeks to finish, I was literally scramming everything in within those last couple of weeks, and I got it done. But that's just a me thing, a me problem, where I kind of wait till the last minute to do that. That's how I was with homework. I would wait till the last minute to do homework, to do projects. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. But I think that just means we work well under pressure. I mean, if we're under pressure and we have a deadline, then we get it freaking done. So we set this 3-month timeline for ourselves to tell us, okay, what can I accomplish in these 3 months before the end of the year? What is one thing at least that I can cross off of my 2021 bucket list and enter 2022 with a new year? Well, one thing I already crossed off by the end of my 2021, and I have a giant whiteboard in my room. It's like the main, well, it's not the main focus of my room, but half the main focus. The other half is my altar, but the other half is my desk and kind of my creation area, my manifestation area, and it has all of my goals written on these giant whiteboards. I have one giant one mini whiteboard with like my long-term goals, and then the big one is like my immediate goals. And on that, one of my goals by the end of 2021 is to receive a gold MacBook Air Pro. And what do you think I'm recording this off of, guys? I've already crossed off one thing off of my list. I am so grateful for it. I'm so excited for the things that I'm going to do with this laptop. I purely got it for content creation, nothing else. I'm not even gonna go on the internet with this. I'm not gonna upload straight from this. I'm just gonna like transfer it over to my other laptop and then upload. Like, I'm gonna keep this laptop as pure as possible, as empty and clean as possible, just so it can last me a really long time and it can produce the best quality content ever. So I think now is a good time to, be reflecting on this past year, what we've accomplished, and the things that we want to accomplish before the year ends. I just kind of started jumping into it, guys. So basically, that is the podcast. I hope you guys have been well, and yeah, welcome to the podcast.
ThirdEyeCyphs. ThirdEyeCyphs.
Okay, we are back. Welcome back to the podcast. This is a podcast. Welcome to it. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of ThirdEyeCyphs. How have you been? How have you been this past week? Check in with yourself, guys. I know we don't do our self-care checklist anymore, but I hope you have yours printed out. If not, you can just add it to your phone, guys. You don't have to print it out. Just keep it in your phone. Check in with yourself every now and then. And if you already memorized the things that are on the list, then just check in mentally. But you can find the self-care checklist for free by going to the link in my Instagram bio, and that's the Natalia of Earth Instagram, not the Writings of Natalia. It's the first link. It says get your free self-care checklist. You can do that, or I don't think it's the first link anymore. I think I put my brand as the first link now, and it says discover my brand, so I think it's the second link. So yes, you can get a free self-care checklist just by clicking the link in my Instagram bio, and that's Natalia of Earth. And then you can also just find it on my website in the freebies section on the Explore page. So I have done some more revamping of the website, and I kind of condensed it. So the listen page on the website is now in the Explore page. That's kind of, you guys might have been like, where's the listen page? Because a lot of people do listen to the podcast directly off of my website. And thank you for that. I appreciate that. So you can listen to of course you can listen to the podcast directly on my website. I also secretly have another podcast, but it's not anything like this. It's literally me just reading my blog posts out loud. So each episode is like a few seconds long, at most like a minute and a half, and it's literally just my blog posts, but it's in my voice, and it's called The Writings of Natalia. But that one, I don't really advertise too much, just because, like, I mean, if you want to listen to it, you can. It's anywhere you can find this podcast, and it might be in a little less places, just because I kind of added this podcast to more sources. But you can find it on Spotify, Apple, I don't know where else. My website, etc., etc. Oh my gosh, my cat is like, Haku, what are you doing? Okay. Oh, speaking of Haku, guys, Haku has her own YouTube channel now. You can find her on YouTube. It's called Haku-chan the cat, and then there's a hyphen between Haku and Chan. But you don't have to put the hyphen, I don't think. You could just type in Haku-chan the cat. And guys, she's blowing up. Like, if you just want to, you don't even have to subscribe. Actually, subscribe to her. If you support me, and if you love Haku, so many people love Haku, then subscribe to Haku. You're gonna see a bunch of videos. I'm gonna try to upload videos of her daily, but guys, she's going freaking viral. I mean, her videos have gotten more views than anything I've ever gotten combined. But people love cats. People love cats. And I don't know, she's a funny cat. So that's why I got the idea of making a YouTube channel for her, just because, like, she's funny. I was watching some freaking cat videos and I was like, man, Haku could freaking be in these funny videos. So I was like, let me just make funny videos of her. So they're really short videos. They're actually YouTube shorts. And yeah, she's blowing up, guys. One of her videos got like over 1,000 views overnight. And I was just like, what? And it's not even like a funny video. It's just her. I'm gonna take a sip of chai. So, go subscribe to Haku. Give her a round of applause. Nice to know she's gonna be like in Meow Mix commercials. Okay, now I would never, that's like me being in a freaking McDonald's commercial. Like, I would never advertise anything that I don't use myself, that I don't agree with. I don't want you guys to ingest things that I wouldn't. So I would never have Haku in a Meow Mix commercial. Even though, I mean, if they said they would pay me $1 million, nah, I'm not gonna sell out just for $1 million. I don't feed my cat Meow Mix, guys. I have, actually, okay, so I have a jar of Meow Mix, and I actually bought that as survival food for Haku because when we were in the, I mean, we're still kind of in the pandemic, I guess, but early lockdown, I was like, man, we need to get, like, Haku some survival food. So I was just buying her, like, super cheap food and, like, stocking up on it, because if we needed a freaking, like, survive off of it, like, it's basically, like, canned food. I bought her, like, canned food, too, but, like, it's survival food, guys. So I feed my cat, like, natural, raw, I feed her raw food now. Her dry food was organic. I don't know if it was organic. I think it was organic. But pure fish, because I think she had like a meat allergy, but I don't think that's what it is. I think she's just allergic to like dust in her own hair or something. But I feed her like very like pure, no preservatives, organic food. Because this cat needs to be healthy. I mean, she has like a little bit of health issues. Not really though. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I wouldn't put her in a Meow Mix commercial. Probably in like definitely in like a Petco commercial or PetSmart, because I shop there for her. So I would do that. Or like Chewy. I like Chewy. Cheap toys, fast delivery. Okay, anyways. I'm not none of this is sponsored by them, guys. So that is that. Haku has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna be restarting my YouTube channel, and yeah, we're moving on up, guys. So another goal I have for the end of 2021 is to gain 1,000 followers on my business Instagram. And this is more like a personal milestone, not like I want 1,000 followers. It just means that I'm like advertising and putting in enough effort into my account to gain 1,000 followers. So it's more of like a motivation, like, come on, like put in the work. So that's another thing. I'm not gonna share the other 3 with you, but think about what's on your list to accomplish by the end of 2021. And yeah, that's it. I think that's it for announcements. Not anything else really going on. Let me try to think. I think that's really it for announcements. Nothing. Some news, some daily news. I heard the freaking, what is it, the this always happens with the US where we like run out of money and they're like, oh, we're gonna run out of money. Like, that doesn't make any damn sense to me. How the hell do we run out of money? We're like, it's literally like we're printing money. What, like we're running out of IOUs? Like, basically that's what it is. Like, you could just print endless money, but like, so like, what's the worth tied to? Like, I don't understand that. I think it's just like we run out of IOUs. Like the other people are like, no, you owe us too much money. Like, you have to give it all to us or something. I don't know how that works, but I heard something about them printing like $1 trillion coin. That doesn't even make any sense either. Like, why can't they just print $1 trillion bill? I don't know. This country is like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything crazy. This country is like, I don't know, man. And if you guys haven't already, please listen to season 4, episode 9, The Current Revolution. I think that's what episode it is. Let me just confirm that. The freaking people, man. Okay, yeah, it is season 4, episode 9. Please listen to it. It is basically the current revolution. It's the fight for human rights, basically. And the ability to remain sovereign beings, because that's what we are. We are literally sovereign beings, and they are trying to take that away from us. Guys, okay, wait. I just freaking remembered. Please, 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 I beg you. Go to the Facebook group, the ThirdEyeCyphs community Facebook group. It's literally called ThirdEyeCyphs community group. Please, I'm telling you right now, please go to it. I think it is private, but I shared a video that everybody needs to freaking see, guys. Like, I swear, you need to see this, okay? If you are listening to this, and okay, say you don't even want to join the Facebook group to see this link, please DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is Natalia of Earth. And ask me for the link to the video. Or you can email me. My email is natalialee@thewritingsofnatalia.com. Ask me for the link to the video. Everybody needs to see this video, okay? This is basically the blueprint of world domination. And it's legit. It's on like a legit government website, world government website, okay? And it's basically showing how they're going to implement the, what did I call that? The big plan. I don't know what I referred to it in, the big takeover, something like that. Basically, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's the literal blueprint of it, and they're showing it to everybody, to the public, so that like they can't say they didn't tell us. Basically, that's what it is. And what my boyfriend called it, what he said it is that it's like to erase the karmic debt from it. Like, they won't have any karma towards what they're doing because they're blatantly showing us and telling us this is what they're gonna do. So it's not like they hid it from us. It's not like they're hiding it from us, okay? So please DM me for that video. Please email me for that video, or please join the ThirdEyeCyphs Facebook community group. Preferably join the Facebook group, just because I do constantly share links and references that I make on this podcast in that group. So if I ever say, guys, you have to see this video, or you have to see this article that I read, I'm always sharing it in the community Facebook group so that you can kind of know what I'm talking about and see what I'm talking about. But please watch this video, request to be in the group, DM me, email me. It's insane. It's crazy. It's so legit. Like, nobody can freaking talk. Like, it's right in front of our eyes, guys. Like, and they're telling, like, it's freaking trademarked or copyrighted or whatever the hell by the freaking government, okay? It's undeniable now. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Like, you can't, because there's visual proof of it. And I'm not gonna go around showing this to everybody, but guys, if you're listening to this, please, please, please watch that freaking video. That video, me advertising this video, I just saw it fairly recently, but I wish that I can re-record the episode 9, The Current Revolution, and mention this video in it, because it is so important. It's the world government website. It's not even the US government. It's literally like the one world government, guys, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's terrible. And so my reason of saying this is because, like, me saying, like, I don't know what we're gonna do, like, and I wrote a blog post on this, like, what can we freaking do? And the only thing we can do is, firstly, be aware of what they're trying to do, okay? We have to be aware of what they're trying to do, firstly. And then, once we're aware, it's not like we can just, like, sit around and let this happen. So, the main thing I say is that we have to stick together as humans, guys, okay? Like, I know we freaking fight over race and, like, stupid things, and, like, you're from this place and I'm from this place, but at the end of the day, it's not each other that we should be pointing our fingers to. It's the people who are trying to control us. And if we learn to work together and actually kind of get along for a bit, and if we just stick together as humans, as sovereign freaking beings, to fight for our human rights, to fight for our freedom, of speech, freedom of action, freedom of whatever we want to do with our freaking bodies, literally anything, freedom to do basically whatever we want, of course, safely, not like, what I mean by this, not like go around killing people and like robbing places and things like that, but the basic human rights that we freaking need. And yes, anyways, so guys, the best thing I can say, I know we can't, like, it's not like we're gonna go charge into the freaking, like, there's nothing we can do in that sense yet, I would say, because it might get to that point where that's gonna happen. But what I'm saying is we need to just mentally be prepared and stick together, guys. That's it. Just know that we are all freaking humans on this earth. Everybody kind of wants the same thing. We all want freedom. We all want community in some sense. And we want to be accepted. We want to be heard. And that's something worth fighting for. So just, if you know what I'm talking about, watch this freaking video. Please DM me. Please email me. Please join the Facebook group. Whatever it is you have to do to see this video, okay? There's no other place I can share it. I mean, I would put the link in my bio, but I mean, like, guys, just ask me for it. I don't think that's something I want to freaking advertise. I mean, they're advertising it basically, but I don't know. Anyways. So that is, I guess that's it for the freaking announcements. Moving on to this episode. I can't even, so the thing with this GarageBand, it's not even telling me, like, how many seconds. I don't know how many seconds are 600 and freaking, let's see. View, show colors. Man, I don't know how to use this thing. Why isn't there, like, a counting thing? That doesn't make any sense to me. Notepad, no. Beat, bar. Is this what I want? No, I don't think this is what I want. I don't know. I don't even know if you... Okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna spend too much time doing this, I guess. I don't even know where I'm at. That's how I usually time myself. Okay, let's see. I'm pulling up to 705 seconds. I'm gonna calculate that right now. 705 seconds in minutes. 11. Has it been 11 minutes? Okay. I guess. I don't even know if that's right. It doesn't feel like 11 minutes. Yeah, I really don't know. Okay, let's just carry on. Time. Here we go. 24 minutes. What the heck? Where did I get 11 minutes from? Okay, thank you. I could switch the setting. This is what I wanted. Okay, so we're here. We're here. Moving on with this episode, I pulled a lovely card for us for the first week of October. So the card that we got, and I pulled from the Elemental Oracle. I haven't pulled from this deck in a while, and I specifically bought this deck for the podcast, but I like to follow my intuition and what cards I pull and what decks I use. So I was called I was called to pull from the Native Spirit deck for the month, so I will be doing a monthly card reading again. I know I skipped 2 months, but that's okay. I needed some time to get back into the groove. So I decided to pull from the Elemental Oracle for the first week of October, for this week. And the card that we received is the Mountain card, also Clarity. So this card just shows like snowy mountains, and then there's a girl dressed in white, and she's sleeping in the mountains, and it's full of snow. It's a super white card. And it says Clarity Mountain. So this card is the Clarity card. And it says, there is an advantage to looking at things from a higher perspective. You are too close to see, oh my gosh. You are too close to something to see it properly and clearly. Take the high road. Look at the big picture. Are you making too big a deal of something? The word of power is Fial, or Glogr, ancient Norse meaning mountain. The high places have always been places of sacredness and clarity. While mountains are often inaccessible, they are places of profound beauty where the gods themselves reside and heavenly realms begin. For the Greek gods, it was Mount Olympus. I don't know if that meant to say Olympus, but it says Olympus. For the Vulcans, Mount Etna. Mount Ida in Turkey for Cybele. Mauna Kea for Pele. Blanca Peak as the home of the Dawn Man of the Navajo. Navajo, oh my gosh. Mount Kilimanjaro for the Chaga god Rua, while Mount Meru is a direct reflection of and the center of all creation. This is true. Sacred mountains exist as energies that provide all that people might need. For example, both Mount Taranaki in New Zealand or Mount Kailash in Tibet are considered to be the source of 4 rivers that bless every person, plant, and animal. Mount Kailash is sacred to the Jain, Buddhist, Hindu, and Bon, as has never been climbed because it is a site of devout pilgrimage. Temples and other religious places, including hermitages, have often, I feel like I'm like a kindergartner sounding out like these crazy ass words. They're not even crazy, I just feel like a kindergartner. Temples and other religious places, including hermitages, why can't I say that word? It's like a stutter word, hermitages, have often being built among mountain ranges. The contemplative quality and purity of the environments have been contributors to this. Escaping from the mainstream of people to seek silence and going high where few go are aspects of gaining a higher perspective. Mountains remind us that we can look at the minutiae of the world more purely and from a higher vantage point. In mountains, our troubles seem tiny and insignificant. Taking time away from too many opinions or pressures and trying to gain some simplicity and clarity should be done on a regular basis. The element for this card is Earth. So first, shout out to Mount Meru and Mount Kailash. Mount Meru is basically like the mountain god, is the birthplace of Ma Parvati, right? Meru is the father of Parvati, or Shakti, or Kalima. And she is the daughter of the mountain god. So, shout out to Mount Meru, shout out to Ma, shout out to Mount Kailash, the resting home place of Lord Shiva. Okay, so I love that this card is an earth element card. I have been feeling the earth element, guys, and ever since I became aware of the elements, I'm like aware of what element we're in currently. So as we started shifting, I know we were talking about the seasons of change, and yes, this is still the seasons of change, but I feel as if that was more of a September sort of thing. So moving into October, yes, things have been changing, but now we're starting to wind down towards the end of the year, and not only the end of the year, but moving in more to the hibernation period, right? The hibernation, how do I say? Hibernation period of time, of the season, right? So moving inward, moving back home, basically that's it. So I just got a really good idea. I'll mention it towards the end of the podcast, but I was kind of imagining the good idea as I was speaking. So, yes, hibernation. So that's why I've been feeling the earth element, guys. Earth is very grounding. I think we're in, moving into what, Kapha season? I would say, maybe Kapha season. I'm not very Ayurvedic talented, but my friend Rubab might know because she is studying Ayurveda. And she also has a podcast too, guys. It's pretty freaking sick. Check out the podcast, Being to Become. The first episode was so good. I think she released the second episode. I haven't listened to it yet, but the first episode was so good, guys. And I do know her in person now, but I did not meet her originally in person. I met her through my business account on Instagram, and she has a blog. She's a writer too, and she's a super dope person. So shout out to Rubab and her freaking dope podcast. It's called Being to Become. Check it out. But anyway, she would probably know definitely what season we're moving into. The only reason why I say it's Kapha is because Kapha is the earth element, I would say. But I know winter is very Vata aggravating season, so expect me to be aggravated, guys. No, it's not even like that. It's more of like my stress would tend to get aggravated, or mostly like stress and like my eating habits and things like that. Because last winter was some freaking thing. I mean, life just keeps going, and the events that I have been through probably my entire life, but like everything just seems like a movie now. Like whenever I look back at the year previously, it just feels like I'm watching a movie. Like everything that happened, it felt like a movie. Like last winter, as you guys know, I broke out into those hives literally a day I was doing the episode. Like I had the hives on me while I'm recording the podcast. I'm like, I have hives all over me. And that was crazy, but that I believe had a lot to do with Vata season and also work stress and trying to do things for myself. I was trying to start the YouTube channel. I already did, but then I was having video editing problems, and I was trying to like stream every week, and it just kind of, what did I do? What the heck did I do? Oh my gosh. Anyway, what the heck did I do? I don't know what that was. Let's go back. I turned off the music, guys. Anyways, so it's just crazy thinking back at last year and just moving back into another thing of that, another round two. Well, not specifically of what happened last year, but just another round of winter. So I don't know, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see what happens. But I think I'm a bit wiser now. I mean, every year we get a bit wiser, don't we? We learn our lessons. Well, at least we hope we do. And we try to move on from them. So, Earth season, grounding, hibernating, coming into ourselves, coming into our homes. And this is a shift, but it's a shift and a time to focus on what we really want to during this time and what we want to explore in the next year, so of 2022. What we want to do, what we want to accomplish, revisit our goals, our ambitions, all of that kind of stuff, getting clarity. So that's kind of what I got from this card. When I first saw that we received the clarity card, my intuition, or what the heck, not my intuition, maybe it was my intuition, but more of my what I got from this card. Once I saw it was the clarity card before I even read what the description of the card was, is that we need to get mental clarity of what it is that we want to accomplish. And I think that now is the perfect time for that, because we are finishing up the year and we are moving into the next year. But it is that time to move inward and see what it is that we truly want, who we truly are. I said this on my Instagram story a few days ago. But really coming back into ourselves and exploring our new ways, our new perspectives, because, you know, we might have goals, but those goals might shift and they might change. We shift, we change. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So just making sure you have crystal clear clarity of what it is that you want to accomplish, and then the next step from that is how you are going to accomplish. Oh, okay, well, not how you're going to accomplish it, but what you're going to do next to move forward towards it. And the reason why I say not how you're going to accomplish it is because that's the universe's job. How you're going to accomplish it. This is another key aspect of manifesting, of creating your dream life, is just getting crystal clear clarity of what you want, leaving the how to the universe, to God, but knowing the first steps that you're going to take towards it. So say you want to start a YouTube channel, right? And then you might be like, well, how am I going to do that? I don't have a camera, I don't have this, I don't have that, blah, 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 blah. And this is a very simple example, but this can go towards anything, really. Get clarity that, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel and I want to have this many followers. Like, think about how many followers you want to have, or subscribers, I mean. And then, instead of worrying about the how, think of what can I do next to start this YouTube channel? Well, you can start by going to YouTube and creating the channel. Even if you don't upload any videos or anything, at least create the channel. That's the first freaking step. Then you're like, okay, now I have to have videos on there. If you have a cell phone, you can record videos. Yes, you don't need freaking HD, 4K, 8K quality videos to start the YouTube channel. I mean, people have freaking YouTube channels from their webcam. You can get a webcam if you have a webcam. Maybe your laptop or computer has a built-in webcam. Like, you can just kind of, maybe you can like take your mom's phone if you live with your mom and she has a phone, like, and you could record videos with her phone for 20 minutes. Like, can I borrow your phone for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is. There's always a way, guys. So, but that's just an example. Get clear of what you want. Leave the how to the universe, but think about the next steps you can take to move towards those goals. So that is a tip for the remaining months of this year. A topic that I did want to talk about in this episode is, well, again, if you guys know, I've been on this manifesting kick, and minus the manifestation stuff, I think, well, firstly, this is all on the topic, not so much of, like, consciously trying to manifest, even though you are manifesting all the time, but consciously trying to create your dream life, your dream reality. And guys, I just want you to know it's so attainable, and it's very attainable if you try to make it very attainable. I mean, like, it's already very attainable, but you have to allow it to be in your life. Like, you have to just open that doorway for it. It's like you have your reality, and there's a door that kind of blocks it off from, like, I don't know, the outside world or other people's reality or whatever. And right outside of that closed door is your dream life. And it's attainable. You just gotta open the door. So if you open the door, then you just walk through the door, and then you're in your freaking dream life. Or your dream life enters the door into your reality, and then you're living your dream reality. So it's very simple, guys. Your dream reality is right there. It's existing in this present moment. You just have to learn to embody it. So I don't know what episode I did this on, but I know definitely I talked about embodying your highest self, embodying your dream life, and that is something that I've been doing recently. It doesn't even have to be like crazy. It could be anything. It could be whatever you imagine your highest self to be, your best self, your dream life, whatever it is. I think, what example did I give recently? Oh no, it was actually an example that I heard, and basically, so like, your dream version, I did an episode on this, let me go back, let's see. Changing everything, blah, blah, blah. Oh wait, no. I don't know if I don't think it's season 3, episode 18. That's embodying all of you. I don't think that's what it is. How to become your greatest version now. Okay, I think this is what it is. Season 3, episode 14. I think that may be it. I mean, I do freaking episodes on this all the time, and that's mainly because, guys, I want you to become your highest version. That's what this freaking podcast is about, is becoming our greatest versions, our highest self. Know what that is for you. Know what your highest self is, what it is that person does, what that person eats, how that person walks, where that person shops, etc., etc. Know all of the details, because that is what's going to get you there. And once you know all of those details, then you can move forward into embodying that person. So that's why I say, write down your goals, guys. Write down your goals for at least the end of this year, even if it's one freaking goal. Maybe it's finish a book that you've been trying to write. Maybe it's finish a song you've been trying to make or write. Maybe it's go visit your grandma. I don't know, like something. It could be anything that you have. It could be the smallest of goals, like go food shopping, like whatever it freaking is. Just write it down, get clarity of what it is that you want, what you want to accomplish, and then if you look at it every day, then you could say, okay, what can I do today to move closer to my goals, to move more into the person I'm meant to become, that I want to become. And that's really it, guys. That's really it. So I think that's it. I didn't really have too much to talk about this week. I did mention last week that I am trying to do more free flow things, so I didn't plan anything. I know that we want to do weekly card readings. I love doing weekly card readings, and they're great conversation starters. And then we did have some big announcements, but the biggest announcement is that we have new tech, guys. Hopefully I'll figure out how to get the MIDI keyboard on. I can add the MIDI keyboard, but I'm not gonna be playing piano for you guys. I just want the soundboard. So I don't know if I can do that, but we'll figure out a way somehow, some way. If there's a will, there's a way. So I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll have to download the other studio program on here, but I don't want to. I want to keep it pure. So yes, that is it for this week. Welcome to the first week of October. This was kind of like an energy update. Basically energy updates. And how to accomplish our goals for the last remaining months of this year, moving towards 2022. And yeah, what are you trying to accomplish? Let me know what you're trying to accomplish, guys. You can DM me, you can email me. Again, guys, ask me for that video, please. You need to watch this video, okay? Please watch this video. You're gonna be like, what the holy hell? Like, it is literally a world government website showing us their world domination plan. It's disgusting. We need to stick together. We need to rise up. And I'm not saying we make any crazy actions as of yet, but I'm saying the first action that we need to do is unite, okay? We need to stop pointing fingers at each other. We need to stop separating each other based off of stupid vaccination status. That is the most ridiculous thing ever. It's pitiful, honestly, and I'm not a judgmental person, but who am I to judge? I'm not anybody to judge, but who am I to say that world domination is a good thing, right? Why would I say that? I don't think, it's not good. I don't think so. I don't think it's good. Whether I like to judge things or not, I think that's something worth judging. World domination is not good. It's not, it doesn't flow with Tao, guys. Let me pull up the Tao, okay? Let me pull up the Tao for you real quick. Also, if you don't know already, I go live on Instagram on my business page every Tuesday morning around 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we go through verse by verse of the Tao Te Ching. And what is it? I think it was like verse 39 or something like that. What did I say? This is like my Bible. Let's see. No, I don't think it was 39. Maybe it was 9? Okay, maybe not. Maybe we already read it. Oh my gosh, I just quoted this freaking verse in an article I wrote, and I can't even find it. Either way, there is a verse in here that says, whatever flows against Tao will soon come to an end. And Tao is effortless achievement, not putting in any effort. Verse 48 says, less and less is done until non-action is achieved. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. So, non-action, non-forcefulness. I can't even find where it says. But basically, that's what it says. Whatever goes against Tao will come to an early end. There's also another verse. I don't know exactly what it says. But it's, I mean, where it is. But it says that when the government is too restricting and involves himself too much in our daily lives, the people become unrestful. And I'm just trying to look for the verse, guys. That's why I'm like talking like this. Okay, whatever. Basically what it is that it's not freaking good, okay? And not to say that we have to like follow this. I mean, we should, because this freaking, the Tao Te Ching, guys, if you haven't read it, is the most amazing texts ever. It is like the text for the universe. So that's it. I'm gonna leave you guys here. I hope you guys have a wonderful first week of October. Remembering, just kind of like reflect on this past year, reflect on what you want to accomplish for the remainder of this year, and keeping in mind this earth energy, this grounding energy, making your home a bit more comfy. We're moving into the comfy seasons. So yeah, just keeping like a clean space, light some candles, add some fall colors in there, and get to writing, guys. Get to writing your goals. Okay. That is it for this week, and I'm so glad that there are no audio jumps. I know there weren't any because this is a beautiful, brand new, high-powered laptop. So there's no reason why there should be audio jumps. And if I listen to this podcast all over again and hear it going like, burr, 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 I'm gonna be like, what? No way. Nope, nope, nope. And that is that. But I highly doubt it. And we're moving on up, guys. So we'll be back next week. And yes, if you haven't already, if you like my work, if you support what I do and what I share with humanity and the art that I create and my writings, then please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Natalia of Earth. If you would like to follow my business page, my brand page, it is The Writings of Natalia on Instagram. You can find that page in my bio of Natalia of Earth, vice versa. Actually, I don't have Natalia of Earth in The Writings of Natalia, but you can find both, follow both, check out thewritingsofnatalia.com. I have a lot of free things on there for you, like the self-care checklist that I mentioned in the beginning of this episode. And you can download the audiobook of the Tao Te Ching, my favorite version, and the exact file that I heard when I first listened to the Tao. And a bunch of other freaking cool audiobooks, guys. I got, I have the Kabbalion on there, okay? I have the Kabbalion audiobook on my website for free for you to download so you can listen to while you're biking, while you're exercising, etc., etc. I have freaking books. I have a book from the Dalai Lama. I have audiobooks on there for free that you can download. I have a bunch of cool videos on there. I have photography collections on there. I have a link where you can book services from me. I offer personal coaching sessions, and I do personal card reading, so I can do a card reading for you. I do therapeutic yoga sessions. We can do a therapeutic yoga class together, or we can do a regular yoga class together. So whatever it is, you can book sessions with me personally. That is on the Thrive page of the website. So Thrive is basically for you to thrive, everything that you need. And that is firstly services. And yes, again, the Listen page has been moved to the Explore page. So everything miscellaneous on the website you can find through the Explore page. All of my writing you can find on the Read page. All of the services you can find on the Thrive page. And then, yeah, you can go to the About page, learn more about the brand, the company, and what I'm building, guys. So that is it again for this week. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Also, one more thing, please give me a review if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts. Even if you don't listen to this on Apple Podcasts, you can go to the Apple store and do a 5-star rating and leave a review of this podcast, because it's amazing for the algorithm. And it shares this podcast with more people. More people should know how to become their greatest versions. They should also know about this freaking video that I'm talking about, guys. Please DM me. My Instagram's Natalia of Earth. My email's natalialee@thewritingsofnatalia.com. Or join the ThirdEyeCyphs community Facebook group. Please, please, please watch this video. But yes, leave a review and a rating. It helps people know what the heck is going on, what people need to know, and how to prepare, okay? So, okay, bye. Bye. We'll talk next week. Peace.